Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? How many of you turned off the video right then because of that sentence? I presume quite a few. There's a very common medication that we have to learn about today. And that medication is ibuprofen. 200 milligram. Now, this is the Dollar Tree version. You get 40 caplets, 200 milligram each, for $1.25. It's a great deal. It is a very great deal. Over here, we have the CVS version. Same strength, 200 milligram, but you get 50. But do you think this was, a proportional amount of money? I think this was like $1.30, $1.40. No way. This was $973,000. Just kidding. I don't remember how much it was, but it was considerably more. So the Dollar Tree version is way more economical, more bang for your buck. It is the same quality product. A lot of folks tend to make this erroneous connection between price and quality with medication. That is not true. That is never true. In the United States, to sell any medication, you have to go through rigorous laboratory testing. You have to document, and there has to be quality control standards met to be able to sell medication. Supplements, that's a whole other ballgame. But for medication, which ibuprofen is, it is considered a medication in the United States. There are quality control standards. Now, what the heck is this? A lot of people get ibuprofen and acetaminophen, which I'm not showing acetaminophen here right now. A lot of people get those mixed up. And rightfully so, because coincidentally, they pretty much do the same thing. It's just a very weird coincidence. Ibuprofen is great at reducing fever. In my professional opinion, I can't say it's any better or worse than acetaminophen for fever. I have heard anecdotally that some people say ibuprofen works better for fever. I cannot confirm that. If we're talking strictly for fever, you should let your your current health state determine which one you use. Ibuprofen is rough on the kidneys. It's rough on the blood. Rough on the blood loosely translates to there are cardiovascular risks. So somebody who has cardiovascular risks, I would say you would probably want to use acetaminophen then. If your liver is in tip-top shape and your kidneys are bad, then I would point you towards acetaminophen. But for pain, it's very much a different story. For pain, acetaminophen is only good for muscle-related pain. People keep asking, how do I know if it's muscle-related? Good question, really. did you strain something? Did you work too hard? Did you go to the gym? Did you pull muscle? Is it in your back? Typically a back ache is going to be better relieved with acetaminophen. However, pain due to inflammation, acetaminophen won't touch it. Ibuprofen is one of the best. How do you know if it's pain due to inflammation? Well, is it swollen? Here, let's make this very simple. Is the pain in your joint? Did you hit your finger? Did you hit your thumb? Then you want ibuprofen. Is the pain not in your joint? Then you would probably want acetaminophen, typically. So much so. Now this is going to blow your mind. If anyone knows what gout is, okay, gout is a buildup of your uremic acid in the blood, and it can cause crystals to form in your joints. Ibuprofen is one of the best. I'm not even kidding. A lot of people... Oh, it's uric acid, by the way. Sorry, not whatever I was trying to say. It's uric acid. A lot of people think, oh, you can buy this without a prescription. It's not good for gout. That is not true. But nobody believes that. Not even doctors. If you have gout, they will prescribe you something called indomethacin, typically. Indomethacin and ibuprofen, I don't even know what the difference is. They work in the exact same way. Ibuprofen is just as good as anything else for an acute gout attack. They may also prescribe something called colchicine. We're not getting into that. Colchicine is that's a unique one right there. This is one of the best anti-inflammatories. A lot of people always ask me what the difference between ibuprofen and naproxen is. Naproxen basically just lasts longer. But take that with a grain of salt. I don't think it lasts longer in every person. It seems like it's only like some people. Now, let's quit screwing around. Let's take a look at this. Pain reliever, NSAID. NSAID stands for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. I hate that term. I hate it. Why are you telling me it's non-steroidal? Here, this is Malox. This is a indigestion med. What's it say here? Non-steroidal anti-ingestion drug? I don't need to know if something's non-steroidal. Why stop there? This is actually a non-cancer... Oh, actually, that's very confusing, actually. I can't say that. This is actually a non-COPD anti-inflammatory drug. Like, it's just so random. So random. This is a non-beta blocker anti-inflammatory drug. Thanks. Now, what this means, an NSAID, this is what they should write on here. Instead of writing NSAID, they should write COX inhibitor. COX. That's what this is. This inhibits an enzyme called COX. Now, there's two types of COX. There's COX-1 and COX-2. For the most part, COX-1 is involved in inflammation. Well, actually, I think they're both kind of involved with inflammation. COX-2 is involved more for like blood thinning. This blocks them both. So what this does is it blocks these enzymes, which stops these precursors. Or not, no, I shouldn't say precursors. It stops the formation of things like prostaglandins, and prostaglandins are what cause inflammation. Now, inflammation can be good sometimes. Think about it, if you, in the state of nature, if you break your thumb or whatever, okay, that inflammation keeps you from moving your thumb. It's like a natural cast, kind of. So it can be good, but it can also be bad. If you have too much inflammation, it can be bad. Think of arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. It's like too much inflammation. So this is where this would be helpful. Whenever you block these enzymes, there's a couple major things that happen. One, like I said, it stops the prostaglandins, so it stops the inflammation. It also stops the thromboxane, which I believe is more of a COX-2 product. And thromboxane is used to keep your blood sticky. You have to coagulate your blood at least a little bit. So if you block that, you're at risk for bleeding. Oh, and also COX-1, the prostaglandins, they also help with secretion of mucus in the stomach to keep your stomach lining, like to keep your stomach from eating itself, basically. It also plays a role in the flow of blood through your kidney, or urine, I guess, rather. No, I think it's blood. It plays a role in the filtration in your kidney. So this could, I just mentioned the stickiness of the blood, and then the filtration of the kidney. All of those things could matter long term, for somebody who has heart disease. Both of those things are relevant. It could change your blood pressure. It could change your ability to coagulate blood. So those are the main concerns. Benefits versus risk here, guys. It may be worth that risk of, the stomach lining, the coagulation issues, the filtration issues in the kidney. It may be worth that risk short term to relieve inflammation in the joint, or even long term, maybe. It depends. All of our Donnie Darko fans here know life is not simple. Okay? Not everything is good, not everything is bad. Sometimes it depends. So that's why it takes a skilled professional to know if those benefits outweigh the risks. Now, all that being said, when you look at ibuprofen, or when you take ibuprofen, at a 200 milligram dose, look, there's hardly any risk. And if you're taking it as prescribed, or as the box directs you, or bottle, you're going to be fine. It would only depend on if you had other issues prior. Other heart issues, other kidney issues, other coagulation issues, other stomach issues. Pain reliever, fever reducer, yep. Oh, headache, I wanted to talk about this. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Nobody knows. You just have to try it and see. Oh, menstrual cramps. This is something that was very interesting to me. Apparently, I I don't remember if it was the thromboxane or the prostaglandins. I think it was the prostaglandins. Apparently they play a major role in cramping. And I always thought, like, well, but this also thins your blood. So do you really want that? Apparently it can be beneficial. Especially to people allergic to aspirin. Aspirin is also an NSAID, so it has a warning here. Ibuprofen may cause a severe allergic reaction, especially in people allergic to may cause a severe allergic reaction, especially in people allergic to aspirin. Aspirin is also an NSAID, by the way. Hives, shock, facial swelling, rash, blisters. Yeah, no fun. No fun there. I doubt you're going to have an allergic reaction to this. I don't even know what the incidence is of that, but it must be slow, or it must be low. Here you see the severe stomach bleeding risk. Chances are higher if you're older, on blood thinners. Have 3 or more alcoholic drinks. Heart attack and stroke warning, right here. Remember, it messes with your blood, basically. The pressure and the coagulation. There's no reason to take more than one NSAID at the same time, by the way. That's how you upset a pharmacist. Someone may be taking ibuprofen for like rheumatoid arthritis or whatever, and then their podiatrist may prescribe indomethacin for gout. That's how you make a pharmacist upset. You better believe they'll be getting a call if they see a prescription for both of those things. Check out the directions, folks. Take 1 tablet every 4 to 6 hours. You may take 2 tablets. Don't forget that. You can take 2 tablets. These are 200 milligrammers. If you get a prescription, it goes all the way up to 800 milligram. There's nothing wrong with taking 2 of these. However, do not exceed 6 tablets in 24 hours. Now that puts you at 1200 milligram. That's baby dose. 3600 milligram is the actual maximum. But without having the supervision of a doctor, the maximum is 1200. Now I'm interested to see what the difference in these are. I think these are kind of long. Let's open this up. Got the nice little grippy ridges on here, so you can turn this lid so that it lines up. I always like these because I feel like I'm breaking a safe. I feel like I'm a spy breaking into a bank. Ooh, nice little snap. Got our little protection seal here. Oh, I'm good at stabbing things. Take a look at that. I do. Wonder if I can break this. Oh, she's a toughie. Oh, yeah, I couldn't get it. Okay, so I need to work on my strength. As long as you are normal and healthy, there's no harm in taking this at all. By the way, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the warnings in here, it doesn't matter which product you buy in the United States, it's standardized. The warnings and the directions and everything. You have to have the same directions, no matter what company is making it. The same warnings, they all have to be the same. These are pretty long, aren't they? Yeah. So these are nice little snappy boys. It says BI03. I like that snap. Now, there is the only real difference between these two, and it's not really that considerable. Which one of these would you rather take? Swallow whole. I'm picking this one all day. But when you factor in the price difference, I'd pick this one. All things equal, though, I would want this little circular boy. But here's the other thing. If you only want 100 milligram, you can do that with this pretty easily. Or if you would want like 300 milligram, or you can break that one easy, is what I'm saying. So that's a point to consider.